Hey, what's happening, boys and girls? Alex here. Hope you're doing well. It's another nice sunny day here in Toronto, Canada. And we're just east of downtown here on the always interesting and vibrant Danforth Avenue here at Broadview. And was just filming an elevator not too far from here. Actually, it's more like up the street. Up Broadview Avenue is in Old Dover. But unfortunately, its fan kind of drowned out the motor. But regardless, it was still good for a video. So, this Burger King used to be a McDonald's. I'm pretty sure this Pico is new. Yeah, some of these establishments here are new. But we're in the Greektown district of Toronto, and it is a must visit for anyone that's visiting here. Like. Well, okay, I don't think my cousin's friend probably plans on visiting here, but I should have recommended this. I should have recommended this area to them. It's such a very nice, vibrant cultural area with lots of Greek restaurants and others that may tickle your fancy. I wasn't sure if I wanted to make a walking video, but you know me, sometimes I like to repeat some of the same streets over and over again, especially the more busier areas. And since last time I filmed the walking video in Greektown, it was in the other direction from Dawnlands, so now we're gonna head east on this somewhat quiet early afternoon here. Today being Tuesday, August the 29th, 2023. Summer is almost over. Here's Cobb's Bread, very famous around here, as well as the Danforth Music Hall. Every August, they have the annual Taste of the Danforth Festival. It's actually one of the largest street festivals in Canada, and I've been going there since 2012. This year it happened over 2 weeks ago, and it was its first time they had it for the first time since before the pandemic. There's that 80s famous arcade bar, and then there's a restaurant there that I wanted to go for a while, Factory Girl. A lot of these restaurants, they have nice outdoor patios, and whoa, that's a nice cream color Chevy Malibu from 1966. Woo. Now that looks freaking amazing. Wow. Parked here on Allerbeck Street. But yeah, I was here at Taste of a Danforth twice. One was with my mom, and we were actually on Johnny's video. Like in the background, we were in line to buy cookies somewhere, and I think it was after we got some delicious pita wraps from that restaurant up ahead. Here's Plater Boulevard. North of here is the half-affluent Plater Estates neighborhood, and of course there's also East York. And I can smell Subway here. Oh god, there's a Krispy Kreme coming here as well. God, their donuts are so freaking sweet. Oh, that's just my opinion, but I've had it twice. Okay, as much as I love chocolate, I can't really stand anything that's like very, very sweet. I couldn't even finish my whole donut because this thing was like, it was just too sweet. I got no words to say about it. But we're going to be passing by a lot of local Greek establishments, a couple of which I really want to eat inside. I've always loved the Danforth, especially Greektown. Greektown is just one of these districts, these cultural districts that are just amazing. And they have no shortage of food, obviously. But for me, I'm broke, so okay, not really, but don't have too much. Maybe next time I am in this area, I'll probably try some of the food around here. I'm not really too keen on the. Okay, so these bike lanes here, they're protected and they're a little bit new, and you still got the on-street parking, which I kind of disagree with, because I feel like it's just taking up like the whole street, and you only got like one lane in each direction. Okay, well, I'm not saying it's terrible, but that's just my opinion. I kind of wanted to come back here in the like around evening time, like, oh yeah, well actually, well, I did that, but it was like before it started raining, so maybe like later in the fall we'll come back here, maybe head in this direction. But also don't forget, last year I filmed the walk along here at sunrise, so as the sign says, welcome to Greektown. Yesterday was a pretty good day. I filmed a couple of bus rides, and then I met cousin Emily for the second time in a week. Saturday we went to Fan Expo at the convention center downtown. But yesterday, however, Emily's friend from England, she's visiting here for the first time, and I was very happy to show her around along with Emily. So we made a pretty long ass video, the three of us, and then we just hung out around the Eaton Center. You guys can check out the video. By the time you're seeing this, that video is definitely up. So there's my own cheese store, Alex Farm Cheese. Every time my dad and I drove along here, he would be like, I didn't know you had your own cheese store. Right here at Chester Avenue. Did we pass Jackman Avenue already? I think we did. I forgot to mention it. But my dad used to have a friend that lived on Jackman Avenue, so he would get off at Chester Station, which is right there, and then his place would be like a block west. I've heard about this place, Astoria. It's supposed to be pretty good, but I think the restaurant a couple doors down probably may hit the spot. I'll show you what I mean. And I think I'm going to stay on this side for the entirety of this video. We got a Dimitri right here on the left. Yeah, this restaurant, the Mega's restaurant. Oh my god. They had their little street vendor out here during Taste of a Danforth. It was so good. The Greek wraps absolutely hit the spot. And this is another notable bar, the Louis Cypher. Main reason why I'm back in the East End is because after missing out an opportunity to go to Mississauga because one of the older D40LF units went out of service for the day, I decided to go back and see whatever elevators I could find, thanks to a couple of YouTube channels out there that I'm no longer subscribed to. But there's a lot of them I missed, so now I have a longer list of elevators to film, especially in areas that I've like missed out on. Because I've been running very low on elevator content, and now they date back to like less than a week ago. So at least I got one in today, and I think after this I'll probably head a little more east and see if they're actually vintage or not. Oh, here's Logan Avenue. I filmed a walking video here 2 weeks ago. There's the Canadian flag flying between the two Greek ones. There's a mini public square here as well. Okay, here's thumbnail number 2. I wanted to get the 3 flags in. So here I am. I'm gonna just enjoy my last week of summer break before I head back to school next week. I did go to the CNE. I did go to the CNE with my mom on Sunday. I think I might go again end of this week. Maybe I'll do a video there. The Friendly Greek. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting places you can come here to try. And especially most of them have outdoor patios you can sit on, like right around here. The whole outdoor patio on the street thing has been around since the pandemic, like especially in 2020, when the city actually did allow outdoor dining on the patios. Oh, that could have been another good thumbnail here. I guess I'll decide when I get home as I'm editing this, and especially deciding like how I should create on the new Adobe Express, which I'm not really fond of, but it's it's still very good for creating thumbnails, but just the new interface, gotta get used to it, man. I got carried away as I was talking about hanging out with Emily and her friend from the UK, but it was a great time. So as I mentioned, we filmed one walking video together, and then we hung out at the Eaton Center, and we had dinner. I had Esparro, best pizza at the Eaton Center, even though it's an American thing. Emily got herself a teriyaki, and Mia had Canadian poutine from New York Fries, which I've never had before. But she said the poutine was just she just loves poutine. I don't know if Emily or I don't know if one of you guys are seeing this, but definitely hope you both are enjoying yourselves, because I'm going to be doing a lot of things this week, such as going to Niagara Falls. Actually, I'm already thinking of making the nearly 3-hour trek down there with a GO train. You can get a 30-day pass, which is covered for your ride to and from Niagara, as well as using the WeGo bus system. So maybe like mid-September, I'll make advantage of that. Even though I was just in Niagara, actually it was 4 weeks ago I was in Niagara. But I wanted to catch a ride on one of the last remaining Detroit Diesel Orions in service. Because I've had bad luck with them, because I've always went in the mornings and we leave like early afternoon, but this time my ass is gonna stay there for as long as it takes. There's the Orthodox Church. Well, yeah, I'm really thinking about it, and I think I'm going to have my sights set on doing that. But I'm really trying to cut back on sugar, junk food, whatever. Here's Pape Avenue. And Pape subway station is a block north of here. It'll also be an interchange station with the Ontario line, which is being built by the Ontario government and its crown agency, Metrolinx. Even though they classify it as a subway line, it's not going to be a subway line, actually. It's going to be exactly like the REM in Montreal. It's going to be a state-of-the-art light metro line. Very similar. Originally, I disliked the technology they were going to use for this, but after riding the REM, I literally realized that it's going to be the same thing. So now I'm even more excited to ride this line. But I'm more focused on the freaking Eglinton and Finch West lines that are just long overdue. And speaking of which, Olivia Chow, our newly elected mayor, is making good early in her term, as she has officially rolled back on TTC service cuts that were implemented earlier this year by former snob John Tory. And yes, this Home Hardware just closed. It's done for. Because that's going to be a future entrance to the station. But I already knew this would happen because that was listed in Olivia Chow's plans as mayor. And especially with Line 3 permanently closed now, she's making it even better for Scarborough residents that had to make the 2-hour long commute. But they're extending like popular bus routes to use on the priority lanes without having the need to transfer. So a very, very well done job by Chow with her initiative to bring service levels to pre-pandemic levels. And now we won't really have to worry about waiting like freaking 10 minutes for a bus, or actually 20. Well, mostly on the 10-minute frequency routes. But it's obviously a really good move she has made, and all this money is coming from. It was originally, the $60 million was originally set for operating the Eglinton and Fitchwest lines, but thanks to the delays, Olivia Chow has used a lot of the underspent money to put it towards recovering our ridership. So, a very good thing she has done so far. Even Rick Leary stands by her decision, even though he hasn't really done much. But I already feel confident that Chow is just gonna turn the whole thing around, especially in Scarborough, where it has been underserved for decades, and especially now with the RT gone. But I'm pretty confident how things are going to go. Especially with like very frequent bus service in Scarborough. Especially on the, well, it's not going to be the Line 3 shuttle anymore. It's going to be the reinstated version of the 903. You can go online and check it out, but that's pretty much my take as a very frequent transit user, and also someone that has been very interested in transit planning. I love what she's doing. I was waiting for this day to come. And of course, this is good timing too, as we all head back to school and work next week. Okay, so we're gonna wrap this video up in a couple of blocks. Here's Jones Avenue. Sorry if I'm speaking like that. I always tend to stumble up. Blame autism, my god. Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna... Oh, look at that. I gotta send my mom this. Or is this... Okay, so $5 each for 3 medium 2-topping pizzas. Let me, yeah, there we go. I'm gonna send my mom that. We haven't had Pizza Hut in a couple months, but it's really expensive, so. But there you go. Those are my takes on yesterday's announcements to bring back our ridership levels to nearly 100% of pre-pandemic levels, and especially improving our frequency. You know how important it is, so. Anyway, enough rambling about that. That's a new second exit for the Dawnland station, right here on Dewhurst Boulevard. But I am gonna head a bit east because there's 2 elevators on my list that way that I want to film. So yes, I'm actually gonna briefly cross into Scarborough, but I've already filmed a couple walking videos in that area, so I always try not to repeat the same streets like over and over again, but for like Young, Bloor, Danforth, Eglinton especially, there's just so much to see. I haven't even filmed a walk along Eglinton at all this month. Maybe when I go to Midtown tomorrow evening, I'll do that heading east to Young. We got a blue supermoon tomorrow night. The second one of this month, but it's gonna be even brighter than the last. And it won't return until 2037. For God's sake, I just want to get a freaking job. Alright guys, so coming up to Donlands Avenue, so I'm gonna duck into the subway station and go from there. So guys, thank you all for watching, and if you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. As always, stay tuned for more videos. Check out my others as well, especially these type of videos where I like to ramble about our political happenings in the city, as well as transit initiatives and transit planning, whatever. Because I've always been into that, so. Alright guys, take care, and I'll see you guys on the next one. And au revoir, bye-bye.